Imagine just wanting to enjoy your life, start fresh with a new relationship, and have your peace, only to be pulled back into chaos by an ex who's still causing drama over a divorce that was settled more than a year ago. That's exactly the situation singer and actress Teyana Taylor is facing with her former husband, Iman Shumpert. Despite trying to move forward, focusing on her work and a budding romance with actor Aaron Pierre, you might recognize him as Mufasa from The Lion King. Iman appears to be keeping the tension alive. Recently, Teyana went live on Instagram, where she opened up about the ongoing issues. She revealed that Iman has been subtly attacking her through his music and comedic skits, and has even leaked private details of their divorce agreement. She also claimed that he's been paying blogs to paint her in a negative light. To make matters worse, Teyana has now filed a lawsuit against him, alleging that he's the source behind the leaks that have triggered a wave of online hate from his supporters. It's clear she's reached her breaking point. Now let's go back and break down the full story. Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert officially ended their marriage in June 2024 after 7 years as husband and wife, and a 10-year-long relationship overall. They have 2 daughters together, Junie, who is 9, and Rue Rose, who is 4. Teyana initially filed for divorce in January 2023 but kept things private. By September, she addressed it publicly on Instagram, clarifying that cheating wasn't the reason for the split. They had simply grown apart. Her goal was to keep things peaceful, especially for the sake of their children. As per the finalized divorce settlement, Teyana walked away with 4 properties worth over $10 million, a one-time payment in the 7-figure range, and a collection of luxury vehicles, including a $300,000 Maybach, a $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter van, and a tour bus. She also retained complete ownership of her businesses, TaylorMade and Aunties. Iman, on his side, kept a condo in Miami, several properties in South Georgia and Decatur, and control of his company, Shumpert Shump Investments. He is also required to pay $8,000 per month in child support and cover the private school tuition for their daughters. At first glance, it looked like a clean break. Messy in parts, yes, but finalized nonetheless. And yet, the drama continues, with Teyana seemingly caught in the middle of it all. After the divorce, both Teyana and Iman were expected to go their separate ways and move forward. But by March 2025, almost a year later, things took a turn. Suddenly, private details from their divorce settlement began flooding the internet. Numerous blogs started spinning stories, painting a picture that Teyana had drained Iman of everything in the split. The timing raised eyebrows. These leaks started just after Teyana and Aaron Pierre made their relationship public at the Oscars, sharing classy black and white photos looking completely content and unbothered. Social media erupted. Not long after, Teyana found herself under fire with people online labeling her a gold digger or accusing her of deliberately stripping Iman of his wealth. At the same time, Iman was releasing new music and creating comedic skits that many interpreted as thinly veiled digs at Teyana, only adding fuel to the controversy. Teyana wasn't going to stay silent anymore. A few days ago, she took to Instagram Live and didn't hold back. She opened by expressing her frustration, saying all she wanted was to live peacefully and enjoy her new relationship. "What if I just want to enjoy myself in peace?" she said, clearly fed up. She made it clear that discussing a divorce that ended a year ago was not her priority. She pointed out that Iman had been taking passive-aggressive shots at her ever since the breakup, through his songs, skits, and whatever outlets he could find, while she had been keeping her head down, working and staying out of the mess. But when details of the settlement were leaked, that crossed the line. Teyana directly accused Iman of leaking the confidential documents in an attempt to damage her image, especially because it coincided with her going public with Aaron. "He's been bothered ever since I started dating Aaron," she admitted, confirming the rumors about their relationship and suggesting that Iman isn't handling it well. She also emphasized that their divorce was never meant to become public. "Divorces can remain private," she insisted, adding that things only get messy if someone wants them to be. She even tried to handle everything calmly through a mediation session to avoid going to court, but said Iman didn't show up. "Mediation is how you avoid court," she said, "but you can't resolve anything if he won't even come to the table." Teyana shared that when mediation didn't work out, she ended up covering the cost herself. And when that fell through, they had no choice but to settle things in court. She admitted one of her biggest regrets was being overly kind to Iman. During the entire process, a kindness she says wasn't returned. "It blew up in my face," she said, reflecting on how giving him the benefit of the doubt only hurt her in the end. The Instagram Live grew more emotional when Teyana made serious allegations, saying Iman had been paying blogs to spread false stories about her. She insisted she had proof, receipts showing he was actively funding the push of a harmful narrative. "I'm getting actual death threats from his fans," she said, clearly distressed. She said she tried to speak with him privately, asking him to put a stop to it, but his response was dismissive. He allegedly told her, "I thought it was you leaking everything. I kept quiet to protect you." But Teyana wasn't convinced. "How is that protecting me?" she fired back. "You're letting the public think I took everything from you while staying silent as my name gets dragged and my safety is threatened." She said she believed they were on decent terms after the divorce, or at least that's what she thought. "I didn't even know we were at odds," she explained. "I messaged him like, 'Hey baby daddy, what's going on?' Only to find out he's out here paying to get this stuff circulated so he can stay relevant." She didn't stop there. Teyana brought up a particularly harsh moment from the height of their divorce battle last year, when gossip sites claimed Iman had her utilities cut off. Power, water, everything, just to be spiteful. At the time, she publicly denied it, defending him and saying, "Iman didn't cut anything off. We're not sitting ducks." But now, during the live, she came clean and admitted that she had lied to protect him. "Who ran to the internet to defend him?" she asked rhetorically. "Me." She added that while everything was turned back on the same day because she would never let her kids go without, it did happen, and it was intentional. The reason she kept quiet back then? Because he's the father of her children, and she didn't want to see him get torn apart online. But she's no longer willing to keep quiet. Teyana also criticized how Iman acted during their court proceedings. She said it was painful to hear him say some truly mean and harsh things about her while they were trying to finalize their divorce in front of a judge. "He did it right in front of my face," Teyana said during her live session, her voice full of disappointment. "And still, I chose to give him grace." Despite everything she says Iman put her through, she continued to handle the situation with patience. Patience she now regrets. She went on to talk about the skits Iman had made post-divorce, specifically one featuring comedian Rico Ojo. In that skit, Iman appeared to joke about regretting his choice of a co-parent. "Choose your baby mamas wisely. My boy hasn't smiled in 10 years, the punchline went. It was a clear jab, and one that Teyana felt was meant to embarrass her publicly. In another video, he played a character lamenting over having given his ex $1 million and now being broke, joking that the repo man was coming for all his things. "He's been making digs at me the whole time," Teyana said. "Meanwhile, have you seen me respond like that? No. I've kept quiet, stayed focused, and just done my work." The fallout from the leaked divorce documents hit hard. While some fans supported her, happy to see her come out of the marriage with a strong legal win, others weren't so kind. The public became divided. Some believed she deserved every penny for what she allegedly endured, especially in light of past rumors about Iman's infidelity, which she cited in her divorce filing as part of the emotional mistreatment she suffered. But others turned against her, accusing her of using the children to hurt Iman and painting her as money-hungry. One internet user even went so far as to say she was so disrespectful to him he should have left her just for alienation of affection. Another added, "We get it, he cheated, but she's weaponizing their kids. That's low." Others accused her of being more strategic than emotional. Marriage is a business. She already had money. This was about messing up his life. Teyana wasn't having it. She addressed those accusations directly, saying, "Where's the proof I've ever said anything nasty about Iman in public? Go ahead, find it. I've only ever protected him. I've done nothing but keep my head down and protect this man's name." She reminded viewers that even during the most tense moments of their split, she didn't go to the media or try to ruin his image. But after that emotional livestream, Teyana didn't stop there. She took legal action. She officially filed a lawsuit against Iman, accusing him of leaking confidential details from their sealed divorce agreement. Court documents obtained by People magazine show that Teyana is asking a Georgia court to hold Iman in contempt for violating the privacy of the case. She's also demanding that he pay a $1,000 fine and cover all her legal expenses, pointing to his bad faith and vexatious conduct. Her legal team argued that the only way those private settlement details could have been leaked to blogs was if Iman had shared them directly. The case was sealed in July 2024, meaning only someone involved in the proceedings could have accessed and released that kind of information. The timing, Teyana pointed out, was no coincidence either. The story exploded just days after she and Aaron Pierre debuted their relationship at the Oscars, with their elegant black and white photos spreading across social media. That same week, Iman conveniently released a new track titled, "Get It, Got It Good." To Teyana, this wasn't just a coincidence, it was calculated. She believes he deliberately used the renewed media attention surrounding their breakup to drive attention to his music and build his public relevance. "He's trying to turn our divorce into a promotional campaign," she said, frustrated by what she sees as a cruel and manipulative move. Iman's legal team, however, responded swiftly. In a statement given to TMZ Sports, his attorney flatly denied all of Teyana's accusations. "My client, Iman Shumpert, has not at any time leaked any of the claims or documents related to the case," the statement read. He firmly denies providing any materials to media outlets or blogs. The attorney emphasized that both parties agreed, under court order, to keep the case sealed and confidential. According to Iman's side, he has upheld that agreement and has no intention of violating it. His legal team is now pushing for the case to be dismissed entirely, stating that Iman has done nothing to breach their legal agreement. They also argued that the narrative being pushed by Teyana is misleading and unfair, especially given the lack of concrete proof directly tying him to the leaks. But for Teyana, the situation is about more than leaked documents. It's about the principle. She feels betrayed, disrespected, and publicly targeted. What was supposed to be a private matter between two parents trying to co-parent peacefully has spiraled into a public feud with reputations and safety at stake. She's tired of carrying the blame, tired of being called names, and tired of protecting someone she believes never truly protected her in return. "I stayed silent while he made jokes, released music, and let people believe I ruined his life," she said on her live. "But I won't be quiet anymore. I'm done shielding someone who keeps coming for me."